Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the morning show. Angel and Tina. How are you guys doing today? Give me some cheers.
Woo! This is our third day in our celebration, and it's Friday, and it's going to be a 3-day weekend for the 4th of July. We are celebrating here at the Angel and Tina Morning Show with all of our fabulous guests. Look at them all popping on. We are going live on YouTube instead of Facebook today because we had a little bit of technical difficulties, but we're still partying. How many guys are excited?
Woo-hoo! Okay.
All right, people are popping on.
I'm so excited. We got it figured out. We are going live. Welcome to the morning show with Angel and Tina. Is the music coming from you or is it coming from the old? Oh, it's that. I got a lot going on. I want to say welcome, good morning, happy Friday. We are celebrating the Angel and Tina Morning Show on our brand new network at our brand new time with our brand new sponsors. And to celebrate, we are bringing back all
of our guests.
How you doing, Tina?
I am doing fabulous. We are partying day 3. Look, I said 3. I can't count. It is Friday. I have like my second cup of coffee due to somebody who delivered this morning. Thank you to whoever that was.
I know she's got a little secret coffee admirer, and it is not me. It is not me. So somebody is playing like sending a little cup of love to me.
However, they know my love language because they know my love language is coffee.
It is coffee. I did somebody asked me a question the other day. They're like, what's your favorite meal? I think it asked me, what's my favorite meal? And I said coffee. You just, I'm good. Just give me some coffee. I'll be happy to go. I am good. Well, good morning.
Okay, we have some echoing.
Okay, I think I fixed it.
Good.
I think I fixed it.
Look at all of our wonderful, beautiful guests that we have on today.
We had a little technical difficulties, but we persevered, and I think that we have to be a little more flexible these days, not let
plan
the little
B
things
all the way to plan Q.
I know, LMNOPQ. So here we are. It is Friday. This is the 65th episode of the morning show with Angel and Tina. But for the last 3 days, this is day 3, we have been celebrating our brand new network that is streaming the morning show. We started out just a couple of folks with some coffee.
Couple
of folks with our coffee in the morning, streaming to social media, unscripted. I don't want to say no
direction. We really didn't have any real direction.
We had direction, but it wasn't all prompted and scripted.
Yeah.
And
we kind of just went with the flow, and we invited guests, and they just kept showing up, and we were like, okay, April 1st is going to be our last one. Okay, April 15th is going to be our last one. Okay, May 1st, that's it. And it just keep on going, and now we are syndicated. Thanks to ZTV and Zondra TV Network.
Zondra, unmute yourself. Tell folks about the ZTV Network.
Well. Day 3 of this is a real celebration,
right?
Like 3 days. I mean, I won an award.
Well, the party girl has to have more than 3 days.
Y'all go over the top for everything. So. Just totally excited that Zondra TV Network is the proud sponsor of the Angel and Tina Morning Show, and that you guys will be streamed on that channel along with Amazon Fire and all the rest of the streaming platforms. We're delighted. A little bit about Zondra TV Network. It is an affordable platform that has been designed for small business entrepreneurs and solopreneurs to be able to tell your message, not only locally and nationally, but globally as well. And we're the proud award-winning channel. We won the 26th annual Communications Award of Distinction. And it was for TV, media, and talk show. What about that? I am not mad. It's all good. So we're excited. We're excited. I'm always excited to do something with both Angel and Tina. And just the mere fact that we're able to bring them to the network is just, I'm delighted. And I was so excited. I went out there looking at it like, oh, it looks so good. So thank you guys. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for coming to the network. It means so much.
Now, where can everybody see the Angel and Tina Morning Show?
Well, you can either download, if you have Roku, you can download the Zandra TV channel. If not, just go to ZandraTV.com and you'll be able to see everything that's going on with Zandra TV Network.
Awesome, awesome.
Well, and we have a couple of producers here that also have their shows streaming on the Zandra TV network. Zandra,
There's 3 of them, I think.
Yeah, we have Andrea Crum. We've got Felicia Lopes, and I saw Fanny, but I don't see Fanny anymore.
Yeah,
So-
I think she just popped off.
Okay, yeah.
'Cause I just now seen her and I was like, what happened to her?
Yeah, Andrea actually is
And Michelle.
getting ready to be in production. So we're excited. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. Well, let's get this show on the road, right?
Let's get this party started.
Let's introduce everybody that is here to play with us today. And we just want to say thank you so much. You guys have made this possible. It is you coming on, you contributing, you being willing to share some of those stories that you don't always hear when we hear you speak from stage and when we hear your formal presentations. We've had some incredible guests, some incredible stories of triumph and you know, taking and turning your, is Michelle Phelps here, turning your lemons into lemonade. And
Not here.
You've shared incredible tips, inspiration. We've laughed, and we couldn't think of any better way than celebrating our new time, our new network, our new sponsors, and by bringing everybody back and introducing them and just reminding them of what made this show possible. So let's see, who do we want to start with? Do we want to start with, let's start with Andrea, right? Let's start with Andrea because she can talk about her show and talk about, and so as we go into, like, this is a pretty special weekend. You know, it's Independence Day, it's the 4th of July, something you just think about it, something you want to say to the audience, to America, to the world, just to inspire them and give them some hope, or just something that
I have my 4th of July shirt on today, my red, white, and blue. I'm rocking the colors.
Look at you, so patriotic. I have my Mickey
Very
Mouse.
patriotic.
You have a Mickey Mouse. I have Mickey.
See, that's Mickey Mouse is patriotic.
Right. My kids are working at Disney World, and they've gone back into training this week, and everything's so proprietary. They can't tell me anything. So I don't ask because I don't want to, you know, compromise that, but they're super excited to be back around, you know, some sense of normalcy. But anyways, if we could introduce yourselves, give a little background about who you are, what you do, but just to give somebody something to inspire them today, to encourage them to follow their dreams, or to just chin up in these times, be that bright start to their day. So Andrea, is that all right if I put you on the spot?
Perfect. That's perfect. Hello, I'm Andrea Crum, and I'm so excited to be here. I am blessed beyond measure, and I am the founder of Genuinely You Leadership. Started the company about 6 months ago, all about helping women to engage, to learn to lead more genuinely while still getting results for their organization. So it's all about leading with your heart and your head. So many times as leaders, we think we have to do one or the other. We don't know how to do both. And so really trying to help women to do that. This fall, I'm super excited because I'm going to be launching my new TV show, Girl Talk, and that's GYRL, Genuinely You, Real Life Leadership Talk on the Zandra TV network. I'm so excited, and yay! And we are bringing genuine women leaders onto the show. I'm interviewing them about their journey because it really is a journey to figure out who we genuinely are. and to be able to lead from that perspective and not from the perspective that everybody else thinks we should lead from. So that's coming this fall. I cannot wait. These women are amazing and so relatable. They're just so real that I think everybody's going to be able to find some insights and be able to relate to the stories they're sharing. And in terms of words of encouragement, the first step on the genuine leadership journey is significance. And so what I would say is that you're valuable, you're worthy, you're significant. The word genuine comes from the root word Genesis. So Genesis, generation, genius, all of those words means from the beginning. So genuine is about who you were created to be, who God created you to be. And so you are worthy, and you have something to offer the world. And so that's my word to you today. So thanks so much for having me.
Oh, I love that. I love that.
Right. We'll always remember that now. Like it was like a little lesson in the history, and
it's a little angel nugget that we can add.
Little nugget.
Yes. Well, Andrea.
All right. So who wants to be our next victim? Victim. Let's see. Dr. Wendy. Go ahead and unmute yourself. Tell us who you are, what you do, and give us a little inspiration for this weekend.
Okay, I was about to volunteer, but since you called me, that worked out well.
I'm just kind of going down the road.
Okay, I'm Dr. Wendy Labat. I'm also known as the financial healer, and I empower people to take control of their finances. And, it's a difficult time now, but I'm helping people, pivot and navigate through it, because it's not as bad as you think, as long as you know where you are and where you want to go. So I help people develop strategies. First, we diagnose their financial health to see where they are and confront the reality and truth on paper, because a lot of people say, oh, okay, I know where I am. And they think, oh, I can't afford this or I can't do that. But you really can if you look at where you are and develop strategies to get to where you want to be. I help people find those hidden gems of money that they're leaving on the table. And, just with your everyday activities, you can make that money work for you. The encouragement is that it's going to be all right. This season is not to bring people down financially. It's to help people realize what they have and what they need and what they don't need. So it's just like a cleansing. So it's going to be all right. Just trust the process of, transforming your mind or renewing your mind and doing what you need to do to get to where you want to be.
You are so steadfast, Wendy. You're so consistent in what you teach and how you inspire others, and you've just been a fabulous guest and contributor. So I want to say thank you for all that you're doing.
And thank you for being our biggest cheerleader. I think you were probably one of the 5 people that are always watching the Angel and Tina morning show every single morning for the past. Oh, she said I'm hooked. And she blows us up if we're not live. Where are you?
Yeah, today was one of those days. You guys all know when we first started, doing the show in the morning, we would have many days where we couldn't stream the 2 streams to play nice together. And so this is how we ended up starting our YouTube channels up again, was our backup plan, right? Plan B, C, D, and sometimes we had to pre-record the show, but the show went on. We've never missed a show. We've somehow been able to connect and let our audience know, our followers know, and we've built an incredible community. I think just this great tribe of connecting every single day. We can't see each other in person, but I think we've been able to bond and build something pretty beautiful.
We're able to get introduced to all these new people and build those relationships with all of these people, get to know them a little bit more, get to know their family, their background, just a little bit more. With that, Tracy St. Croix, you are up next, my love. Unmute yourself, tell us who you are, what you do, and a little bit of inspiration.
I knew you were going to call on me right as I was trying to post some stuff to Facebook. I said, she's going to call on me last. I know it. Hi, everybody. I am Tracy St. Croix, and I'm your afterlife connection specialist and intuitive. And so what that means is that I am able to connect with your deceased loved ones to help achieve a sense of peace or closure. And then I also do the intuitive work. So it's going to be the top two. It's going to be the finances and the romances, the honey and the money. That's the top two issues.
Honey and the money.
The honey or the money, and more than likely, it's both. To be able to get some different guidance. I say that I can give a very neutral 360 view of how things are, where things are progressing to, and what where you're actually going to be headed to if you continue on the course that you're on. I'm just so grateful for Angel and Tina and like all just the fabulous women and men. Shout out to our
we got two fabulous men here too.
Yes, fabulous guy that is on here. And what I would like to convey just to anybody watching this today or any day, you know, right now, what I really see is I want to give people that faith, you know, that even in the darkest of nights, even in the most stormiest of nights, bring the most beautiful sunrises. And I promise you, this too shall pass, and you will come out of this not broken down, but broke through to something new, to a new Genesis.
That was a mic drop.
Something that's even more beautiful than you could have imagined before. So I don't care what your faith is. I don't care what it looks like. Just tune into it, hold its hand, and trust you will never fall. And that's what I have to give today. Thank you.
Wow, I think we need to put these on in our YouTube channel, like all the little tidbits on here, right?
Well, when we go and post it, right, we'll go and hopefully, grab a bunch of these little nuggets and post them in the description of today's episode, because this is turning out to be pretty
honey and the money.
The honey and the money, right?
More than likely both. They're always doing a dance together.
I love it. All right, how about you, Miss Kim? Do you have that grandbaby with you? No. Oh,
He's muted.
There we go. Hi, Kim Bassett. Yeah, she's on a walk, unfortunately. But no, I really appreciate this opportunity with both of you. My work is purpose to prosper. And basically what it is I'm going to take people from where they are to where they want to be. And I've had some beautiful experiences recently with some of my clients where they were just stuck and they just didn't know what else to do. They didn't have the relationships with their family that they wanted. And taking someone that just feels broken, like they can't do anything else, they're just stuck in what they're doing, and taking them to where their kids are saying, Mom, you're the fun one. Dad, husband, where she I think you kind of want to divorce him, to, oh my gosh, we have the best communication ever. And they're just having that shift and that catharsis of just living their life to the fullest and not being stuck anymore, right? And now she wants to build a business and, taking it to the next level. And so those kind of experiences is what fulfills me, right? And it makes me feel like, okay, let's just keep going, right? And so my book coming out probably in the next 27 days is Stuck to Unstoppable. And I want people and women alike to feel empowered. I've got 2 daughters and I have 4 sons and I got 2 daughter-in-laws and the family's just growing and 2 granddaughters. And I want this legacy, right? Not just for my family, but for everyone else, right? That you don't have to be stuck, that you can move past it, you can cross that bridge, right? To being all that you want to be. And I know that sounds like pie in the sky, but it really can happen. And, that you're worried that you have, I think women, probably more than men, but we lose that power. We give that power away. And we need to, find that purpose, gain that power back. And you want to have something that gets you up every day, right? That moves you to the next level. And I get so excited to get up every single day to do what I do. So that's what I want for others as well.
You definitely have that passion for sure. And Kim and I have gotten a close for the last couple of weeks. We've had a lot of conversations lately.
Yeah.
Well,
All right. Who?
So thank you. Thank you.
we've had a lot of conversations lately. Okay, hopefully they were good. Hopefully they were
Oh,
inspired.
yeah, they were. They were definitely. All right, Miss Sal Harper.
Beautiful ladies, thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be joining you in your third day of celebration.
Oh, yay. All right, so tell us a little bit about what you're up to and give us some words of inspiration.
You might want to talk up a little bit, darling.
I'll turn the volume up a little bit too. My name is Sal Harper. I am an infidelity recovery specialist. I help women overcome the pain of infidelity. And I have a lot of exciting things coming up. Something that has, I guess, inspired me to reach out to the masses across borders. I have really stayed local for the last few years and facilitated support groups to help women overcome betrayal. But I am getting ready to launch a podcast, getting ready to launch my website all this month. So I would be able to reach other women, because I know that there's so many women out there who have experienced infidelity, or their spouse or husband has cheated at some point in their life, whether it's their current husband or a past boyfriend. But now is just the time, I realize, for me to stand up and help women, because I have a very unique process in getting these women through their pain. And I want to be able to share that to women so they can step up and be everything that they can be. Like the women we've heard with Dr. Wendy and Andrea and Kim, to be the best that they can be, to be unstoppable and unstuckable, right? So that's where my role comes in, to be able to help these women and then pass them off to all of you wonderful women to help them grow and create something wonderful and leave a legacy for this lifetime, and to be what they've always dreamed of being. Because one thing that I have learned is that when we get to, I guess, a point in our life where we think that it's too late to do anything, we look back with regret and saying, God, I wish I had done that, or I didn't get an opportunity to do this and that. And as a mom, we have a tendency of giving our all to everyone else except ourselves. And so I want to be able to reignite that flame in every woman and not have them be stuck in pain and hurt and, letting their dreams die. So I have a lot of exciting things going live this month that I'm really excited to share with your audience too, that they would be able to connect with me and get them on the right path of purpose.
What is your podcast? What is the name of your podcast?
Well, we have been playing with that, and I was actually in Media Mastery polling your audience to see what would be a really great fit, and we've come up with Beyond Infidelity. Originally, we were going to use healing from betrayal, because that's exactly what we do. But a lot of the women were like, you know what, that's focusing on their current situation. We want to move them past that. So we have purchased the URL Beyond Infidelity, and it'll go live in the next couple of weeks. I'm going to be sending out a press release to keep you guys posted. So thank you.
Well, congratulations. Congratulations, Sal. There has been a lot of brand new opportunities or brand new shows and books and podcasts that have come out of this time. I think we've all been able to really reflect about what is our gift and how can we inspire others, because we've gone through stuff, right? We've all gone through some stuff, and it's proven to others that you can recover. And just by being a few steps ahead, you're inspiring others. So Sal, I'm so proud of you. I'm so excited. Oh, and look, Kim, I'm sorry. Complete distraction.
Everybody stop.
Because grandbaby has made an appearance on
look.
Morning. Oh my gosh.
Oh, look.
I want to unmute. Oh, hey, Pudding.
This is Lily.
Oh, look, and she has beautiful eyes.
Isn't she have pretty eyes?
Pudding.
Look at how cute. Look at her. She's waving. She's waving.
I'm not to mean to distract you, but I had to. She's so beautiful.
All the grandmas in the room are going, okay, I need my grandbabies now too. So
Oh,
Kim,
no.
thanks so much.
Not
Thanks for
yet.
sharing. No grandbabies? No,
Not yet.
they're already grandmas. They're already grandmas. I'm not saying
yes.
don't become a grandma. She doesn't want her little baby boy to grow up too fast.
No.
Well,
All right. The only guy in the room today.
The only guy, right? Because Roosevelt took a phone call.
Yeah, he had to step away. He's coming back. So Daniel, welcome to day 3 of our celebration. Tell us who you are, what you do, and a little bit of inspiration.
Cool. Well, I've been thinking a lot about this, and it's 4th of July weekend, right? So the birthday of our country. And it makes me think about history, because I actually was a history major before I got into data and virtual staffing and stuff. And what I do nowadays is that I provide virtual assistants and virtual staff to people. And it makes me think of a story about Hamilton. And for those of you that are pretty excited like me, Hamilton's coming out on Disney Plus today, right? So
right? I
looking forward to watching that tonight. But there's this story that I just want to share real quick with you guys. When George Washington was first president, and he was, basically launching the country, his 2 top advisors were Thomas Jefferson and Alexander Hamilton, and they hated each other. But Washington needed them to get the country going the right direction, right? I mean, think about launching a country, not a business, but a country. I mean, pretty big task, right? So Hamilton and Jefferson hated each other, and they're always fighting. So to get them to actually agree to start working together, there's a story about what Washington did as a leader. He took them out on a boat on the Potomac River. So the 3 of them are out in a boat, and in the middle of the Potomac, George Washington told them they need to settle this before they get back to shore, and their dispute. And he dove off and swam back to shore and left Jefferson and Hamilton out there in the middle of the river together, the 2 of them, to be able to figure out how to get back to shore. So it was like this team building exercise. But the idea is that you have to have experts around you to work to grow your business, or in Washington's case, our country, right? So I think about the people that you should have around you, and they should do things that you can't do or shouldn't do. They're things that you need to have done though. Like Hamilton was an expert in finances, and Jefferson was a great orator and a great writer, and he used both of them really well. I mean, Jefferson was a Secretary of State, and Hamilton's a Secretary of Finance. I forget what the title is called, but anyway, long story short, you need to have experts around you. And that's what I do. It's my passion, is finding experts in social media, in bookkeeping, in email marketing, in video production, whatever you need in your business, I can find that source for you. So on this 4th of July weekend, happy birthday, United States. Looking forward to many more episodes of the Angel and Tina Morning Show. It's been great to be part of this so far. Can't wait to see where you guys go. And thanks a lot for having me back. So. Well,
that was a good history lesson. I like that. We need to get a yacht, Angel, and put a couple people on there, and we just jump off and swim to shore. I don't think I can do that.
No, but I am excited to see Hamilton and come out on Disney. I think history is kind of fun to how we all came to where we are right now, and I think right now we're seeing a lot of shifts in some of the history that we've been taught, and more of our history is coming to light. And I think that's pretty fascinating. That's pretty fascinating for all of us to learn more that we weren't necessarily taught in school.
Right.
I
don't think any of us learned any of the things that we're doing now in school. Anything. Well, no. Did anybody learn any of this stuff that you're doing now in school?
Nope. Didn't teach us about running a business, paying taxes, financial stuff. Yeah,
right?
A lot of things.
Nothing.
Right? And so it's interesting to see how the schools will shift even now that all of the kids are home. Like these are such unprecedented times, but probably they said that at the beginning of America, right? Back in 1776, they were probably saying
when the earth was flat.
A lot of the same things that we're saying now, like these are unprecedented. We're chartering uncharted waters, and so we're creating history. But I love that, Daniel. Thanks so much for sharing. Okay, let's see who else is up. Laura, I see Laura shaking her head
all the way from Scotland,
right? Like let's go across the pond for a minute.
Just across the pond.
Hello, everybody. Hi, everybody. So we're here in rainy Scotland again. So we are. I would show you the rain. But my name's Lara Wells. It's fabulous to see you all. And on day 3 as well. And so delighted that Tina and Angel you've done so amazingly well with things. Tina, remember when we connected last year? You were with somebody else, working with somebody else and that. And look at you now, my God, girl. But I was thinking,
a little bit, right?
Sorry? Say that again.
I said, I grew up a little bit.
You grew up a big girl, so you did. My God, you made some major shifts. And really, being a medium, I'm a medium, I'm a professional intuitive, is, you know, I inspire people to make major shifts in their life, right? As a medium, as a psychic, as an intuitive, I have the ability of being able to profile like a mofo, right? In my subconscious mind, right? So that it is, you know, it's like we see things that other people don't see. I know, right? It's probably, I took part in another interview the other day and I thought, actually, let's face it, really, our gift is probably profiling and seeing connections and things that other people just really don't pay attention to, right? And when you're creating a destiny, a new destiny, and aligning with that, right, then you have to be able to have the perception in order to create that destiny first and foremost in your mind. Now, if your mind is creating it from all past experiences, right, and perceptions, then really your reality is going to be based on your past experiences and perceptions. So as a medium, as an intuitive, right, there's certain, I believe everybody can do it. It can be a learned skill as well. There's just some of us that are more probably well developed with that than others, right? And so we seem a bit weird, we seem a bit out there, but really when Daniel was talking about history, you remember the story of Captain Cook, Daniel, right? You know, when the ships came to arrive on the shore and the natives were, they couldn't, nobody, there was hundreds of thousands of natives, right? Nobody could see those ships other than one person because they didn't know what that ship would look like. It was so in their mind, if they couldn't perceive it, then they couldn't see it and they certainly couldn't believe it, right? And that's what we get with everyday life, right? And people like Tracy and myself, we have the ability to perceive beyond what we visually see. We develop our intuition. It's 2/3 the size of our logical mind, let's face it, right? Yet we rarely tap into it and use it. And certainly when we hear that voice, we ignore it. We ignore him or her until they get squashed right so far in the goddamn corner that they're just not coming out. They're going to cause havoc. They're going to cause pain. All right. And it's all about flow, people. So my ability is really creating that new destiny. I can see the new destiny. I can see your new destiny and I can help you create it and move into it and shift by connecting with the other side, right? By making those shifts that connect within yourself, delivering information that nobody else would know. Hell, I'm not even clever enough to get that, not in my logical mind. Has to come from somewhere, doesn't it? So it's amazing to have you all here and to be part of this. It's fantastic. And of course, Tina and Angel's massive growth is incredible. Congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
By the way, I'm also a medium that lives in a castle and I'm scared of the
castle, right?
Yeah, I don't just talk the talk, I walk the talk.
My life is Angel and I to fly over
manifesting of what's going on in here. There you go.
Yeah, she really lives in a real castle,
real life castle.
It's pretty exciting.
And she has long red hair too, so she's like Rapunzel.
I know.
She's beautiful, and so the folks that we've connected and are coming in, we're like a matchmaker site. Not necessarily for honey and money, but
perhaps.
But there's
I love that, honey and money. I love that. Brilliant.
Isn't that fabulous? But there's always somebody here that you think, oh my gosh, I need to connect. This would be a great person for me to collaborate with or just to get to know better, or I can refer and just to strengthen that relationship. We didn't know each other before, but now we're all connected all through the show, all the way across the pond, right? We are international. Laura helped
international,
our show international.
Exactly. She helped us go global, right?
Yes.
And in fact, when we met, she did a reading on me and she told me, she's like, Tina, you're way down here and you need to be way up there. She's like, you have way, there's two.
I was like, what are you doing? I know. You're like, well, I'm doing this and I'm doing that and I'm doing this. And I'm like, but you should be actually, you're over here. I see you over here. So I suppose we see the potential of what you could be and then help you align with that, really, don't we? And yes, times where people go, you've got to be off your head. There's times where we actually go, well, probably, but you know what? The world and inventions and new stuff doesn't get created by people that all think the same.
Mm.
I love it. So she has predicted the Angel and Tina morning show, right? And one day soon, Angel and I are going to be going live from the castle.
Exactly. If I ever leave my chair.
If she ever decides to leave the Angel Castle of Love, she finally may go. But you are leaving next week.
And I'm taking the afternoon off. Like I'm taking this afternoon off. I'm
We have to start in small steps.
baby steps for Angel. Let's go to Miss Tracy Boone. Tracy, are you able to unmute yourself and give some words of wisdom and inspire our audience today?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me on. And this has been such a fun journey to watch, Angel and Tina. I am so blessed by you all and how you're uniting lives and you're making such a difference. And Zandra, what an amazing opportunity that you have given for so many. I mean, I'm just so impressed with the women and the men that are on this call today, or not call, but this production. Yes, your production. And I'm Tracy Boone, and my son and I have a television show, Elijah Boone. I don't know if I know some of you, and we have started a television show back in October through our foundation called Elijah's Path to Healing Foundation. And it's called the Path to Healing Show. And back in 2012, if you don't know my story, I lost my happily ever after when my husband died of a horrible brain disease. It left both myself and my son a shell of a person. And, I was talking to Angel just a couple of weeks ago because we're planning some things. And the whole heart of it is I just don't want anybody to feel the way I did, completely alone. What do I do next? And so that is absolutely not ever going to happen again. And that's what our quest is you are not alone. And we are bringing people on that we've gone through a 7, almost 8-year journey, and with God right at the center of it. And he's led us through so many obstacles and so many things, and to bring forth healing to others as well. So, it is such a pleasure for us to do this, and my son gets to do words of wisdom, and he's bringing forth a word from amazing people like yourself to his generation. So especially that little one right there, Kim. And so his heart is for kids, and he says, you know what, I'm going to help these kids and nothing is going to stop me. I want to be that guy that sits, and this chokes me up, but he goes, I want to be the guy that sits by that kid that nobody wants to sit by, and I want to teach others to do the same. And I'm so blessed to have a son like that. So, our kids are the future. And I think my word today is we live in a free country, and we live in such an amazing time. And to look at our children and to look at the future and to see what's looking back at us and how can we lift them up and bring them to their greatness, and to give back to what, so many of us are so fortunate, and to not judge. And every single person that has those eyes looking back at me right now has a story, and they have a story of victory if we allow that to happen for them. And I'm just so excited about what you two are doing, because there's so many things that you're bringing forth to help others. And I'm so blessed to know all of you all. So happy 4th, everybody. And just be good to others, and don't take for granted what's looking back at you. Take the time to see if God's in the middle of something, and what is my part, and jump in and do it. So anyway, I just am so blessed by you, Angel and Tina, and so humbled by just being able to do this life with y'all. So you all have a wonderful 4th of July.
Oh, I think a few of us have some tears in our eyes. See people wiping their face. Maybe it's just an emotional day. Sometimes we have lots of laughter, and sometimes we have a little bit of tears. But hearing stories like that definitely are inspiring. If I can get it out.
Inspirating, is that our new word?
That's my new word.
We're inspirating here today. Well, Tracy does
just like we're spawning off,
tugging on our heartstrings, and so many of us do. And you're right, Tina. I think that we've had all the feels, right? We've had all the feels, and it's okay. That's how we were designed, and it's okay to express, and it isn't always, laughter and sunshine and roses, but we can't experience true joy unless we've experienced pain and sorrow. And so allow for those emotions and allow for that to happen. Be upset, be angry, be sad, be hurt, but also know that we can have all of the feels. We don't have to stay there. There are other.
And I like the fact that she said every one of us has a story. We might not know each other's story, but we all have a story. We all have a story from trial to triumph.
Love it. Okay, so let's see. How about Felicia? Felicia, would you like to inspire our audience with a little word of wisdom?
Well, I don't know how much wisdom I can give, but I can tell you a little bit about my story. And it's interesting that we brought up Hamilton. That was my life for almost 25 years in New York, in the Broadway theater, in the Broadway world. Chris Jackson actually came up. I did The Lion King back in the 90s. And all of a sudden in 2014, my life completely changed when my mother called and told me she had leukemia. Now, I've been the one who'd been traipsing all over the world, doing shows between London, LA, and New York. And I had to come back home to Texas. And I had to realize that I had to reinvent myself. And that was really, really difficult because I had absolutely no one with whom I could pattern. And so I learned in the process that reinvention starts from within, that I had to start learning about who I was in order to be able to figure out how I could move forward. And then ultimately God placed it in my heart that because I was going through such struggles, maybe I was supposed to help others through that. And so next thing I know, I started a business called Busy Gal. And Busy Gal is all about the reinvention and the inspiration of women over 40 to help them grasp their second chance in their second chapter of life. And I am so excited to know that my business has grown. It started first as a virtual assistant. I didn't know what it was that I was going to be doing. And then next thing I know, I was doing things with helping women to figure out who they were. And people were coming to me. You know, it's kind of like they started gravitating. And before long, I met Zandra. And Zandra introduced me to the concept of creating a channel, not just a show, but a channel for women to congregate and celebrate who we were, but at the same time, creating shows that brand their businesses. And so now today, I'm all about helping women to become entrepreneurs. So the bottom line is that I realized that for the woman over 40, reinvention is not an option. It's mandatory. That's the bottom line.
Oh,
Definitely. And I think a few of us are over 40.
a lot of us who are over 40. Not Tracy. Tracy's the youngin', and I think we have a grandbaby. But there are some, and I won't call them out, but we've got a lot of generations here,
right?
Well,
you know, Oprah didn't make her first million until she was 47 years old.
Wow.
Oh,
you know, so you can still do it.
Yeah. Minnie, it's very interesting. The fact is that there are a lot of women who they're scared to go into business after 40. Because they're in the empty nest syndrome. They have a lot of responsibilities with elderly parents. I came back here to Dallas to take care of my mom and not really thinking that I was no longer going to be in show business. But then all of a sudden the opportunity came through knocking through Zandra's network. And wow, I'm just trying to put things together. I have a new show coming out at the end of this year called Reinvent You. And we're going to be exploring how we as women can reinvent ourselves and at the same time help others. Because, you know, give to get, as they say, that kind of thing.
Yes,
definitely. All right, Miss Margie, my girlfriend from here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Charlotte, North Carolina.
Hey everybody, wow, I'm so grateful to be here, and thank you to Angel and Tina for even creating this and not seeing, you know, not having everything perfect, but just doing it, going with it before it perfectly imperfect. And I love everybody's stories, and you're right, Tracy, that everybody has a story. I'm super excited to know about Zandra, like my world, like woo, I just like feel it like, you know, exploding here. And so sorry, Tracy, about what's happened to you, but you've created something incredibly beautiful from it that helps so many people, and I'd love to reach out and to connect and support. But every single one of you, like, you've just attracted great people. I started a business because I won't get into it, but lots of things happened in my life where I literally got stuck where I was and felt like I couldn't breathe and I couldn't move forward. And there's only two choices. You either breathe and move forward, or you don't. You know, you can go a different way.
Quit. Yeah.
Quit, or you check out. And so I created a company called Breathing Forward. And it's to empower people to remember that all they really need to do is take a breath and step forward. And at first I was not sure how it would be received. And so my very first event that I had 25 women at, I was still so unsure. We had an amazing event and I still didn't believe in myself. So now my coaching program is called Believe and Grow Better. Oh. And I'm coaching one-on-one clients. I had 5 clients in the spring and during the COVID, and I'm coaching new clients, and we're automating and we're getting there. And I would love to talk to Zandra about breathing forward and just doing this. And
Breathing Forward TV.
I would never be in this position if I didn't have people like all of you to connect with on a regular basis, because it can get lonely in this space at times. So super grateful. And I love all that money that you got behind you, Roosevelt. I really want to know about that money on the table.
I think everybody wants to know about that money on the table. And I was at that event that Margie was talking about last year when she said she didn't believe in herself. And it was a very inspiring and moving event.
Thank you, Tina. It was so great to have you there. But I'll leave you quick with what I think the 2 things we can control every day are our attitude and our effort. And just put forth, it's not a Pollyanna attitude. It's not like, let's just be, it's if you can wake up and get yourself centered and you come through with a positive attitude and positive, joyful effort, it will help. And so it's all about helping other people. And I love you guys. Have a great day. Have a great week.
Oh, thank you.
Right?
Thank
Attitude
you.
and effort. I love that. I love that.
Effort. And speaking of money, we're going to bring in the money guy himself, Roosevelt Morris, with all his money in the background. Everybody wants to know how and why you have all this money in the background. So tell us who you are, what you do.
Hello. Thank you. My name is Roosevelt Morris. Roosevelt like the president, you know.
Which is why he has all that money in the back.
Yeah, I'm not on a dollar bill yet, but I will be when I get you the money in your pocket. You'll think I was. Okay. So what I specialize in, I'm a business funding specialist. I specialize in providing small and medium-sized business the funding to continue their business, to start their business, and to expand their business. Because during the COVID issue, a lot of small businesses suffered. And so I changed my business to focus more on the smaller guy. Because as you saw, when $1 trillion came in, most of the $1 billion businesses got that money, okay? So if you're looking to get funding, we fund from anywhere from 25,000 to up to $1 million on the front end, and for the larger business, 10 million to 100 million. So that money behind me is part of the $500 million that I have at my disposal to help small businesses to grow. So, and we fund anywhere from, we don't try to get you in debt to go deeper in debt. We work on 0% lines of credit, 0% revolving lines of credits, and actual cash loans from banks that will get you in at 0%. And so that you can start your business, grow your business, while not gaining a lot more debt as far as the interest, because interest will kill you, you know? Okay, and so that's what we do. My premise is small businesses are the foundations of America, as in Independence Day, you know, businesses started this country and businesses keep this country going. And the small business is the one, in my opinion, that makes it happen, because Apple started small and now it's a $1 trillion business. So we know small guy is the beginning of it all. As far as, let's see, giving you something inspirational, the thing that got me out of the I get a part. So out of the car when I was homeless like 7 years ago, okay, after being divorced and losing my house and my job and everything like that. And I was trying to get a job. And so one night I was washing myself in my Mercedes, that's the only thing I had. And I was washing myself up, and I remember the quote from Charles Schwindel. He said, life is 10% of what happens to you in life, okay, is one of the problems, but 90% is what you do with it. So most of you, all you ladies and all you gentlemen here have worked on that quote, because the 10% that happened to you, you blown that away with the 9% because you come out. You know, you said, this happened to me, so this is what I'm going to do. And all of you have done something to get out of that hole and get out of that situation to become the great and powerful women and men that you are today, okay? So if you've been through domestic violence, or, you know, you've lost everything like I did, and now you're back. So right now, I was broke, I had nothing. Now I manage $500 million in assets that help small businesses to come up out of their holes, to be able to do what they want, what they need to do to make life happen for them, to live that American dream that we celebrate on July 4th, okay? So that's what I do. That's why I do it. And I'm glad to be a part of this group, okay? So
we're glad to have you, Roosevelt.
Chat, so.
Okay, so we are coming up at the top of the hour. I know we got started a couple minutes late, but my next coaching call, she just popped on and then popped back off. So we're going to have to.
Oh, I'm not here.
Oh, she's like, yeah. So Deborah, I know you put your comments in. Deborah, really quick, give us a little word of wisdom that we can close out the show with today.
My passion is to help children. And I love, Tracy, what you said. And it's only this year I discovered my story. Wow, so many years later. I help children through their parents, to help parents show respect so they get respect, show responsibility so they get responsibility, and instill courage in their children, help them raise their self-esteem so they can be so wonderful in this world. And I'm sorry, I'm getting choked up, but what I found out is that what I'm teaching parents, adults are learning in their leadership classes. So I help parents instill leadership qualities in their children. So I'm sorry for getting choked up.
It's that kind of day, isn't it? It is that kind of day. Deborah, thank you. God bless you for being here. Michelle, quick little word of wisdom to our audience today as we wrap up.
Sure. Well, thank you. Thank you, Tracy and Zandra and just everyone on here. I am my journey, but I am a compassionate servant, a strong, resilient woman of clarity, and a believer of second chances. And I'm here today just to be able to speak that just through my own journey, being blessed, and just to share that we're all broken. We all have a journey. And it is about just seeing that and seeing the positivity to turn that into and see the blessings that the Lord has for each of you. And that's my inspiration. I'm the founder and CEO for MacArthur Accommodations. It's a hospitality, health, and wellness consulting. And I'm also the president for Holistic Herbal Health. Together, we specialize in building immunity and creating immunity for life with healing herbal programs and just anything that's about health and wellness. So that's the tidbits that I can share for you guys. God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, thank you all so much for coming back, for celebrating these 3 days, our new time, our new sponsors, our new network. Congratulations to all the shows that are launching this fall on the ZTV network. Make sure that you plug in, share the news, share the story. Have a beautiful, beautiful weekend. God bless you all. I'm just super excited y'all came to play with us.
No kidding. You look at all these amazing guests we had. We've had over 120 guests the last 4 months. We are still rocking and rolling. We will see you guys next Monday, on Monday at 11 a.m. Eastern for our new time with some amazing guests for the month of July. You guys have a wonderful and safe 4th of July. Bye, guys.
Congratulations.